Hey everyone, quick update for Friday, June 13th. What a Friday the 13th it was. So obviously the big news overnight was the attack from Israel on Iran. Sent a little shock through the market. S&P did rebound about half of its losses, got weak into the close again, and of course going to be a lot of headline risk over the weekend. But as far as the week goes, Monday started out with absolutely no range, little push up on Tuesday, a little pop and then reverse on Wednesday, Thursday, a little dip and then recover, and then, of course, today. So it'd be interesting to see. Volatility is definitely going to be back. VIX back above 20, settling in at 20.82. Was a little bit higher than that overnight, got up to 22-ish. So that's the stock indices. NASDAQ pretty similar. Russell pretty similar action, a little bit weaker the last couple days. And then the Dow got hit the hardest today. Gold popped up, almost back up to all-time highs. Not quite there yet. Silver, not as much of a reaction, but it did hit all-time highs last Friday. Notes and bonds up for the week. 10-year yield. A little bit lower, but up today, settling in at 4.408. Oil was up over 14% at one point overnight, but settled in up a little over 8%, but up really the last couple weeks, possibly in anticipation of this. But natural gas for the week was pretty choppy sideways. All the grains popped today. Soybeans up 2.5% today. Wheat up over 3%. Really back up to where it started. Actually, not even quite back up to where it opened on Monday. And then corn, not quite as strong, but up for the week. Euro and the pound showing some strength. U.S. dollar, a little weakness. And Bitcoin down a little bit today in the last couple days. Still just under all-time highs, settling in at a little over 105,000 on the futures. So that's the market. Let's take a look at my trades for the week. This week was, I would say, well, not even I'd say, definitely my best trading week of the year. Not from a P&L standpoint. I did book over a little over 23,000 in profits on the week. I've had bigger weeks P&L-wise, but this week was really my best week of trading from an execution standpoint, from a discipline, from a risk management, from a patience. Patience was a big one, and just being super selective. I really like the way that I traded this week. So let's go through the different categories. First, my 0 and 1 DTE. On the price action iron condors, I only had one loser, and I didn't get stopped. I ended up closing it out for a small $200 loss because I didn't like the price action. All the other ones were winners, so plus 7,900 on those. These 1 DTEs, one was a bot error that I ended up closing for a small profit. The other one, I was actually trying to transform. I hit the wrong button on Trade Steward and ended up closing it out for a profit. But then I had a couple other 1 DTEs that I transformed that I'll get to. As far as my British Iron Condors, down a little over 1,000 for the week, but I did have my biggest losing day on Tuesday of over 7,600 in losses, a bunch of double stops, but Monday was great. I didn't trade Thursday. Wednesday was good, and then today and these last couple days really got stopped on the shorts and made money on the longs, but helped add some recovery to the big loss from Tuesday. No Woogas. Mahomes winning week plus 29.75. Traded 3 times. Today was a $2,000 winner, max profit. Calendars, just took a couple. On Monday I did a 3-4 put calendar. It was up pretty decent. Ended up closing for a small profit, and then I did a 5-7 today. Normally I do a 6-7, but the 6-day option is not available because of Juneteenth next week. Market closed. So plus 593 on those 2 calendars. Transformers hit minimum profit on one for 270. The other one was from today. It's still open, so that'll settle out on Monday. Minimum profit 270. Max profit 1770. If the market goes down, I can hit max profit on that one. Doesn't really have to go down that much, so I like that one. Heading into the headline risk weekend, Options selling, no close trades. I still have a VXX fly on that'll close next week. And then day trades, a little over 11,000 in profits. No real big trades. I mean, just a lot of singles and a couple little doubles from a profit standpoint on my day trades. But again, being very selective, really good risk management. So a little over 11,000 on the day trades. And then I'm starting to trade some futures again. I didn't even count this in my P&L, but plus 835 on those. Just working through some things, and I'm going to be posting those for the community as well. So look forward to that. That's it for the week. Expect more volatility next week. Should be interesting to see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully things settle down for the folks involved. But as far as trading goes, we'll definitely continue to stay nimble and manage risk accordingly. All right, all. Have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.